Alright, welcome back to the Randomizer playthrough. It's the Types here again. Today's goal will be getting through the Tomb of Wraithful. Last time we got through the Sand Seas, did the hunt there. Well, not hunt, but challenge boss. And today we'll be doing the 3 bosses in the Wraithfuls. Not down there. So in this one there's the 2 demon walls. First one's coming up right now. These guys shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Fight or run. We better decide fast.
These guys shouldn't be too much of an issue. They're not particularly damaging. However, they do have this rather scary Telaga spell, which removes one character from battle. And you've got no way of getting them back into the battle without zoning. These are the only creatures in the game that can use Telaga, I believe. So, normal playthrough, you see it once, you forget about it. Alright, this one, it's got Telaga. Please don't. Okay, so Barsh is now X-zoned. So, see, I'm getting a bit past the halfway mark. Alright, he's using Doom. That's bad. So, we'll bail on that. I possibly could have done that one. But I don't think the DPS would have been quite high enough to actually beat it. Those things had a little bit more defense than I was anticipating. Alright, so we zone, we've got...
The wall comes, we must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
We've got another dude here. Unfortunately, Van is doomed, but Barsh can revive him. And Barsh is back because we zoned. That's the only way of getting rid of the X-zone status effect. This guy, however, has like way less HP than the other one. The other one, you're not really intended to beat in your first playthrough of the area. He's there as a challenge. Yeah, you can beat him if you know what you're doing on a normal playthrough. Oof, both of them doomed. But yeah, the other one, you normally would come, if you're playing casually, you'd come back later. Okay, you're asleep. Let's just attack. Barsh to wake you up. You should be able to... Ooh, well, oh, damn. 7 hits there, Barsh. Oh, crap, you X-zoned him. That's bad. Okay, please. Oh, that's not good. Okay, dude, hit me. Please hit me. Alright. Blind, come on. I don't want to be blind, I want to be able to hit you. You've only got a few attacks. Just don't die due to Doom. Okay, and now all my MP's gone, it doesn't matter, I'm silenced. Do I have a elixir? Nope, I've got no way of curing either blind or silence. No, please just hit. Nuts. Well, I'm gonna say that this guy's probably gonna give me a game over. Yeah, there's the game over. Alright. Let's just reset that one. Yay for autosaves. Autosaves are nice. Alright, let's skip through that again.
The wall comes, we must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
Alright, and run up here. Actually, I'll just cure on the way up so he doesn't waste time curing later on. Such a much longer area. So if only Van hadn't been X-zoned, then it wouldn't have been terribly hard of a fight. Okay. Silence. Whatever. Not amazing. That's fine, Barsh can heal Van if need be. He's not silenced. Just don't Zone them. Don't blind everybody. Thank you for the blind. Do I have... I've got nothing to cure that. Okay, please just hit, guys. Don't Telega Van. Ah, you Telega Van. Oh, you are a nasty piece of work. Okay, sleep, fine. Hit me again, thank you. I want full HP. Okay, silenced, that's fine. Oof, that charge speed on that weapon. Okay, a couple hits. Come on, Vash, you can do it. You can do it. And yes, just because he's targeted Vaan, the party leader, twice with Telega, doesn't mean that he's guaranteed to target the party leader with Telega. Because every time I switch party leaders to avoid him targeting the party leader, he still damn well hits whoever I don't want him to hit. Okay, well, Vaan missed out on the XP, but the Demon War was dead. Okay, and let's continue. Oh, it is annoying though that he's managed to get silence and blind off on both people. Okay, so up here, through the doors. Yep, I am heading in the right direction. I'll be able to heal everyone up in this room. So the Telega should have rewritten the Doom effect that was on Vaan. Yep. Cool. I don't have any Asuna, so... Oh no, wait. Do I have it on? No, I've got no Asuna, so... Vox or Blinder, so... And no items. Which means that Bash is stuck with not being terribly useful for most of this area. Oh well. Map. Let's see, how many... We have 0 treasures in this area. Well, that is awesome. This area, there are, let's see, 5 treasure spot spawns. 2 of them are on either side of this walkway here. Each walkway on each side of the split of the room. And then the 5th one is the secret treasure that's accessible after you defeat the ultra hard demon wall. But that one's really annoying to get to because it is a little bit of a hike. And generally if I'm playing without key items being shuffled into treasure chests, if that treasure chest happens to spawn something, I'll just ignore it. It's not worth going for it. Because, you know, it'll be something crappy like a single potion or like 10 gil or something. And not worth it. It is like a couple minutes out of your way to go get it. Alright, and we have 2 treasures in here. Alright, let's see where we've got treasures. Can get something spawned there. Treasures in this area are pretty hard to miss, but if you're using the teleports in the middle of this section, you might miss them. They will not go past the treasures. There's a level up for Vaan. And you're one-shotting the enemies, which is nice. Helps them go quicker. For all that extra XP and license points. Like on regular levels, definitely over level for this section of the game, but and I've got pebbles off you. But yeah. So we've got what these things, the Chimera brains, which are they're kind of creepy. Like with their faces, they are pretty creepy. Got any treasures hiding up here? Nope. Nope. So yeah, but in this area, the goal of on each side, so Wraithwall's Tomb has 2 halves to it. On each side, you have to make your way to essentially the middle of the area. You got to trigger the thing that'll spawn a bunch of enemies, and then obviously deal with the enemies, and do it on both sides, and that opens up the secret passage to get to the boss room, which there is a healing spot there, so I'll at least be able to heal off those status effects before the boss. And this is where the magic resist armor for Vaan is going to be good, because this dungeon is also the only real dungeon where you can get the oil status effect, and it's actually kind of used in this dungeon with the boss, because oil is a bit of an unusual status effect. See? Enemy spawn. In that when you are oiled, you take additional damage from any sort of fire attack, and boss of this area is fire based. So when he decides to use his ultimate after the entire party is oiled, you take a lot of damage. Alright, so I didn't find the 2 treasures in there, but I also didn't feel like doing the rest of that section, so that one is triggered. And if for some reason you can't remember which side you have been on, the pedestal thing will be glowy if you've done it. Just in case you have an absolutely terrible sense of direction. And if I don't happen to go through that, then this episode will run a little bit long. As it is, I will probably cut out the section for this side, as it is literally just almost the exact same as the previous side. And I do want to show off the boss of this dungeon in this episode, because I noticed they're already at a few minutes long. So I'll cut back to you guys at the secret passage. Okay, and I'm back, well, not back here. This is the other pedestal to attack on the other side of the map that I was going to. There you go, we've got the way open up, and there'll be things ambushing us, but we can also just, because we've got the way open now, ignore them. And see that little teardrop next to Vaan's HP bar? That means that I had something give me the oil status effect, which means that I should be taking extra damage from fire, but because I also happen to have equipped the really good armor for Vaan's magic defense, the fire still does 0 damage. Which is why I wanted that one for this dungeon. Alright, so no treasures in here. That's awesome. This area can spawn at least up to 4 different treasures, I believe. So there's 2 treasures that can have gone. I've gone the long way. Round the other way. Let's go around here. So there can be 1 treasure spawn on each of the sort of squiggly bits, and then 2 treasures spawn in the pit with the boss, which you can nab whilst you're defeating the boss. Alright, now down, down, down we go. This area is kind of like its area is pretty cool, and it is based on a real life. I thought there was a treasure. Oh well, I was mistaken. I thought there was a save and heal crystal. Oh well. I mean, I guess I could have walked back to the entry one, but it should be okay. We'll see. I don't care. I've only got 1 healer, but well. Let's see, Barsh, please pull your weight. Ooh, you do hit hard physically, which is bad. I do wish I had a little bit more physical defense. Oh, Saber. Ooh, his attack's gonna go up. Okay. Just don't one-shot Vaan, because I do have limited Phoenix Downs. I had to use a couple before. Okay, cool. Just target on Barsh. Be a good boy. Barsh can tank a bit more hits. Greater barrier. Okay, so his defense has gone up. Not amazing. Fire attack. Okay, this is his ultimate. This is the one that Vaan should be fine to deal with. It's magic based. But we'll see what Barsh happens to Barsh. Barsh is not oiled. Okay, it's all good. It did do a lot of damage to Barsh, but he was fine in the end. Okay, let's just get back to you. Okay, please get. Yep, cure it. Cool. Just need that 22 HP. MP. Okay, come on. Yeah, I think I do have an ether to that I could chuck an ether if need be. Okay, let's give you high potion. So that you don't die on me. Oh, you're not good with the okay, I'll let Vaan attack. And then Phoenix down you, because I've got no MP to use Raise, because Barsh has been silenced for ages. Right, I potion you. Cool, just keep attacking Vaan. Please keep attacking Vaan with the fire, because he can take the hits. Your AI should be smart and go, oh! Okay. Let's back up a bit. Cure, cool. And there he's dead. And apparently he drops kill. Okay. One Esper down. That was, I'll admit, a little bit scarier than I thought it would be. Vaan does have good attack, but having only one healer, who is also your main damage dealer, sucks. It just sucked that I did not have any way to cure that silence or that darkness from those lovely, lovely demon walls. And yeah, I could have walked back and cured it, saved crystal. But that's backtracking, and backtracking is annoying. Alright, so down here, normally when you're playing this casually, you would go up the stairs and you have a bunch of cutscenes, have some plot dumped on you and some key items. In the randomizer, you just touch this. And I get an amber armlet and bleed. Okay. Well, that was not super duper useful. But because I have bleed, I'm never going to use that. That just inflicts the sap status effect, which things can be immune to. And amber armlet, well, that could be useful. We'll see what it's actually got. Now let's get out of here and hit the save crystal. Get rid of those damnable status effects. Alright. Get rid of those. Nice. I got 2 teleport stones, so I can teleport a couple times. Let's see. So, I didn't pick up any new equipment, but the amber armlet, small boost to HP, and ethers are 20% better. Yeah, that's rubbish. That one's a good one. Right. But what I really wanted to do... Okay, hold up. Have you got something that's... Oh, Jesus! Oh, I did not realize that was converting all license points to gil. Huh, that's awkward. Well, I was like, oh, let's see what licenses are. Vaan, no license points earned in that entire dungeon. Awesome. So, I won't be setting up him with another grid anytime soon. Eesh. Alright, so I have him. Ah, I forgot, you have to migrate all the way down there. But the real point of that dungeon was to get the license grid active for Barsh in particular, so he can have a better weapon. Unfortunately, I'm only going to have 30 LP on the next. I'm gonna have 3 LP on the next grid, so I'll get the next grid, but I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. So let's have a look at our weapons. The dagger doesn't matter. The Zephyr pole is pretty good. The Kaganui. Oh, and 1 hit slow. Right. And there's the healing rods. 1 hit regen. I mean, it's a way of getting regen. They're going to be sold. Okay, so best weapon is Kaganui. So we'll be looking for... Both of them have got healing, so we don't need to go for any grids with healing magic. We don't have any super powerful spells. Let's double check. We don't have any super powerful spells. None of the abilities. And let's sort. Yeah, we've got a good selection of white magic, but we've got no offensive magic. So at this point, I'm definitely not going to bother trying to look for a offensive spell grid for this guy. He's going to go for the Ninja Swords grid. Alright, so because I do not have every little shortcut there memorized, let's have a look-see at each of the ones. Okay, so this is the grid that features regular old swords and the Genji armor. And then its magic, it looks to be like it is time magic. I got no haste, so that doesn't matter too much. This is the grid that happens to have, it's the monk grid, so you have no weapons in this grid, but you got a ton of the status buffs, so weapon side sucks, would never bother with that one. This one is, okay, so this one is fairly heavy damage. It's got Darker, which is nice if I had Darker. It's also got Bubble, super good that, so that's an okay grid. Alright, what do we got here? We've got axes. So this is like Vikings. And then down here we've got some good shields. Axes are a variable. And then over this side we've got... this is one of the crappy ones. Bugger all in the way of spells. So that's his current grid. So what do we got here? We have got, again, this one looks light armor, and it's poles. So that's the Zephyr pole that we have, which is good, but we don't actually need it. And then over this side we have scales. This one's a fairly, this one's got some basic healing in it, but it's not a super good grid. It's got Faith, Curager. It's one of the few grids with Faith in it. That's what's good about that side. So this one's guns and crossbows, ranged weapons, bombs. Could be good if you get a gun with a ridiculously high base attack. And then over here it is pretty rubbish because it's, again, no magics. So it's all the sort of supporting stuff. Alright, so we've got daggers and shields with good light armor up here. Oh, do we have a, I see some, no, that's not, oh no, those are daggers. I thought those ones were, the ninja swords, but nope. Alright, and this one's black magic by the look of it. Again, absolute lack of black magic spells means that's useless. Alright, so these ones are ninja swords. I mean, they're not ninja swords, they're katanas. Getting there eventually. At this point, you will see all the grids. This one is... what's this grid? Dispel, Stone. Okay, so this is a mixed grid. It's not too bad. You got your mid-tier Dispel and Stoner, which is nice. And it has some basic offensive magic. Decoy, which could be useful, but nothing else too exciting. Alright, this is ninja swords, right? Yeah, ninjas. Alright, how far away is it? Okay, so ninja swords 1, that's really good. So I'm not going to have too much of a trouble to get there. You can just go that way, and it's more light armor. It's not good that it's doubling up on the armor on his base grid, but I want those weapons. That weapon has got such good attack. And then over here we've got Cleanse, that's okay. Asuna would be good. Shelga, cool. Oh, there's more Faith in here. Nice, okay. Not that I have it, but... And Bubble, okay, yeah, this is actually not a bad grid. Given that the Ninja Sword's really good. And... Was this one the first one that we looked at? Ah, no. So this is the Ultimate Weapons grid. It can be good, because they can use a lot of different weapons, but they're all the ultimate weapons, so they're not necessarily easy to get a hold of. And you've got less total weapons that you can use. And what's on this side? This side is... Oh, this is another one that's mostly buffs and not actually spells. That's not so useful. Alright, Hunter, this one's got your bows. And over this side has got your rods. Oh, Scathe. Yeah. Okay, so that's a good one once you get Scathe and Scourge and Flare. And Shock. And then this one was the first one we looked at. So there's a couple of goods in there. So double check. Yep, this is the one I want. Yes, please. And now he's got a second grid, which I have no points to spend on. And no points for Vaan to spend on. And Vaan is no longer a healer because he's got defense. Oh, well. Well, that, I believe, will be it for this... That'll be it for this episode. Next episode, I'll probably head back to Rabanasta and then take the airship to Arcades. There are 2 shops in Arcades that I can check out, and a couple of treasure chests there, and a few other checks. After that, well, we'll see if we get some good armor, and then if we do, we'll begin doing some of the more combat-y things, some of the more marks that are easy enough to do. And especially if we get the clan primer, that'll open up a heck of a lot more things. Basically, we want the clan primer at this point, or additional party members. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Didn't get terribly much done in the overall grand scheme of things, but hopefully next episode's a bit more productive in terms of getting crap done. Until next time, type this out.